Absolutely. There's a organization now called the Strategic Coach. It's run by a gentleman named Dan Sullivan, and it's all around coaching for entrepreneurs. And he has a concept that he calls the gap in the gain. And the gap is when you think about the future and you think about the horizon, there is always something you're not delivering on. And you're like, that feels terrible. We look what I could be. Why didn't I do this?
Hmm.
I should have done that. I should, and that's living in the gap. When you live in the gain, it's when you stand where you're at and you look backwards and you think about your life in reverse
Mm.
and you think, holy cow, I can't believe, like, when I was 20, I thought that if I could make $50,000
Hmm.
that I wouldn't know what to do with all the money,
Yep.
and it's just like, oh, and now look at what we did, or look how our family has grown. And so when you live in the gain, that's looking backwards, and really saying all of the things you have gained. It really can sometimes help to lead to some of that contentment, the abundance, those senses. Because if I'm living in the gap where I'm looking forward at all the
Hmm.
things I haven't accomplished, that can really put me in a place of not feeling like I'm living that two comma life. Um, so I think that it's kind of interesting just how all of those things can come together. We're talking estate planning, but if I start thinking about what have I accomplished over my lifetime, that
Total
can
life
give me
picture.
that abundance. And then when I think about what do I want that to do for my family going forward, it can really be a way to accentuate all of my values and all of the things that are important to me.
Whew. So it wasn't depressing, but that was a lot.
Kind of heavy one,
Kind
a
of,
little
yeah,
bit,
it's
yeah.
like a lot to think about when you're thinking about estate planning. Is like kind of total life picture.
Yeah.
It can feel like exciting and daunting and kind of all the things.
Well, and it doesn't have to be daunting. It can feel daunting, but it doesn't have to be, because we can help walk through that process, right? The whole purpose of a financial advisor has really zero to do with the numbers. I mean, it does, but really that's maybe like 5% or 10% of the job. The 90% of what we do is helping to methodically walk people through some of those conversations to help their thought process kind of engage, so that it's their plan. It's not, put this much money into this stock, or, yeah, that's important, but really the bigger thing is, let us help you. Let's walk through it. Let's help you tell your story, and really put together the story that is your life. And so it doesn't have to be daunting. It can be fun and exciting and uplifting. And so if you're interested, we're floating the idea. If you're interested, if you think it'd be really cool if there was a place that could help you write your biography, like this, put it in our comments. Let us know that you'd like that.
'Cause that's really what Tim wants to do with his life is write some books.
It is. That is part of it.
That
I want to read some books and write some
read
books,
and
and
write, reading and writing.
yeah, I don't know that I'm a very good writer, but
Yes,
we'll,
you. Yes.
we'll see. And what I really think is that it's a fun way for us to really start thinking about how could this look and what does the future hold. Because I think that there's so many ways that we can improve upon the financial planning experience and what people
And what
experience.
that
So
means.
what it means,
Yeah.
absolutely.